Yes, children. In our previous module, we came to one formula, that is ds by dt, that is equal to v. That is an instantaneous speed on the last module. That is a differentiation of distance with respect to time. Here I want to describe what is differentiation and what is integration. So differentiation, coefficient or derivative of variable y with respect to the variable x is the instantaneous rate of change of y with respect to x, यानी कि y की वैल्यू x की तुलना में किस प्रकार चेंज हो रही है, how it is the value of y changes with respect to x, that is called differential coefficient. That is called differential coefficient of y with respect to x. Is that clear? With the help of this, we can solve problems in our physics. So we are using here in a formula differentiation of x, differentiation with respect to x, of x to the power n, that is equal to n x n minus 1. ये एक फॉर्मूला आपको ये याद रखना पड़ेगा. This is a differentiation. dy dx of x to the power n is equal to n x n minus 1. We can say like this. Suppose if y is equal to x to the power n, so I can write here dy by dx, differentiation of y with respect to x is equal to n x n minus 1. Similarly, two more formula you have to remember here. dy dx of sin x, differentiation of sin x, that is equal to cos x. Similarly, dy dx of cos x is equal to minus sin x. These three formula are sufficient in our physics. Or this formula can be rewrite dy dx of kxn, differentiation with respect to x. K is a constant, may be taken out, n x n minus 1. This is the result. Okay, so differentiation of kxn is equal to this one. I take a simple example. One more formula, remember here, differentiation of any constant is 0. Write all these formula. Formula number 1, 2, 3, 4 and this is 5. Only 5 formula. Remember it. Suppose a equation gives us y is equal to 4x cube minus 3x square minus 4 by x square minus 6. We want to differentiate it. Differentiation with respect to x. देखिएगा आप how I can solve it. dy dx of 4x cube minus dy dx of 3x square minus dy dx or 4 by x square minus dy dx of 6. Differentiation with respect to x. We use that formula dy dx of kxn, that is k n xn minus 1. here. See, at k the value is 4. So put 4. X to the power n. Here x to the power 3. That is 3x3 minus 1 minus this constant may be taken out. N is equal to 2. 2x2 minus 1 minus d by dx of 4 by x square. You take x square upward. That is x to the power minus 2. So n is equal to x to the power minus 2. That is 4. n की जगह minus 2 हो गया क्योंकि ऊपर आ गया. That is minus 2 x minus 2 minus 1. n की जगह minus 2 रखना है यहाँ पर. Minus differentiation of constant. That is 0. So this is here 12x की power 2 minus 6x x की power 1 हो जाएगा. Minus 4 and minus 2 multiply करना 8 x की power minus 3. So here 12x square minus 6x plus 8 by x cube. This is the differentiation. This is the way to solve the problems. Okay? Is it clear? So now if you remember the formula, then easily you can do the differentiation. Okay? Now the another term, that is integration. What is the meaning of integration here? The process, write down, the process of integration is just the reverse of differentiation. जब भी किसी a big problem को solve करना है तो we have to use here differentiation, integration, that is of reverse of differentiation. And the formula for the integration here, this is the symbol of integration. X to the power n dx. That is x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. इनका प्रूव करना, that is not in our syllabus. That is, जो बच्चा मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ेगा ये इसमें सॉल्व किया जाता है. Similarly, integration of k to the power x n dx. That is k x n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. This is the result. Integration of x to the power minus 1 dx. Integration of x to the power minus 1 dx. That is equal to integration of dx by x. x to the power minus, ये रखिए, तो इसका इंटीग्रेशन होता है, एक नई टर्म आती है log to the base ex. It's another mathematical term. Integration of sin x dx. That is minus cos x. Formula number 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, integration of k sin x dx. K is constant here. Or I can say like this, sin kx, sorry, ये sin kx dx. That is minus cos kx divided by k. This is the result. This is the sin kx dx. Now, formula number 5. Integration of cos x dx. Cos x dx, that is equal to sin x. Integration of cos kx dx. That is cos kx dx, that is sin kx divided by k. Sin kx divided by k. This is the result. So these are the 7 to 8 formulas. we have to memorize it. That will be helpful in the solution of numerical problems in our physics. Okay, so this is a symbol of integration. ध्यान रखिएगा. That is one. Earlier we saw a differentiation. Is it clear? Write down all the formulas. Remember it. जैसे जैसे आगे आएंगे हम इन फॉर्मूलाज को काम में लेके प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करेंगे. Now children, in the continuation of this module, today we are going to see what is velocity. Velocity is the rate of change of displacement. Rate of change of displacement. The unit here, the velocity I can say that is displacement upon time. And the unit of the velocity here is meter per second. Write down. The velocity of an object in motion is the ratio of the displacement and the corresponding time interval. Even I can say velocity is equal to displacement upon time interval right now. This is velocity is a vector quantity. Velocity is a vector quantity because it has both the magnitude, that is speed, and direction also. Because it has a magnitude and direction. So it is a vector quantity, and the velocity of an object can be positive, it can be zero and negative. कुछ भी हो सकती है. The velocity of an object can be positive, zero and negative. Accordingly, as its displacement is positive, zero and negative. See, the unit of the velocity is meter per second, or I can write m s minus 1. In MKS system, the unit is this one. The dimensional formula, that is m naught L t minus 1. This is the dimensional formula for velocity. If a body is moving in a straight line, then what will be the formula for velocity? The small article हम करते हैं यहाँ पर. Suppose uniform motion in a straight line. Uniform motion in a straight line. Uniform motion in a straight line. An object is said to be in uniform motion if its velocity is uniform. It undergoes equal displacement in equal interval of time. Then we can say it is in uniform motion. So consider an object in uniform motion along a straight line, say OX. Say it is moving with a velocity v. A particle is moving with a velocity v. Let point O be the origin. ये जो हमारा point है बच्चों, this is origin. Let the time be measured from the instant when the object is at O. Here is the time is 0. Say object starts from here. Suppose it reaches at the point A and B, and the time here is t1 and t2 respectively. OA यहां से यहां तक का डिस्प्लेसमेंट x1 मान लीजिए. Similarly, the displacement from O to B is x2 here. So I can say the displacement of the object in the time interval t2 minus t1, in the time interval t2 minus t1, that is equal to AB, and that AB is equal to OB minus OA. OB is equal to x2 and OA is equal to x1. You can see here this is OB, that is x2, A, or OA, this is x1. So velocity is equal to the displacement, that is x2 minus x1, upon time interval, that is t2 minus t1. So this is the result here. Is that clear? इससे सिंपल, इतना सिंपल हमने आपको समझा दिया यहां पर. Now we take one graph here, that is position time graph of uniform motion. Position time graph of uniform motion in one dimension. In one dimension. In one dimension. See that. Here it is the x-axis and here is the y-axis. This is the origin. Say the starting point here is x naught at this origin, and body is moving something like this. Say at a time t1, here is the time, and here is the position. At the time t1, suppose the particle reaches at a point C, and the distance here is say x1. After some time, say at a time t2, particle reaches at a point D. Final point is B. So the distance here is x2. See this graph. Here C, D and this is E. Say angle max here is alpha. This is a बच्चों symbol alpha. Here at C, suppose this position is C1 and this position is D1. So see in this graph what we are getting. In this position time graph of uniform motion in one dimension, it is in uniform motion, or we can say in one dimension. It is a straight line. Initially, here time is 0. C and D be the 2 points on this position time graph corresponding to the instant of time t1 and t2 respectively. Okay, draw CC1 here. Similarly here this side is CC2 मान लीजिए, इस साइड DD2 मान लीजिए, DD2 CC2 CC1 like this. So time here you can say time that is T2 minus T1, time interval from here to here. T2 minus T1 that is equal to OD1 minus OC1. OD1 minus OC1, ये OD1 और ये OC1. OD1 ये OD1 yes you can see here OD1 minus OC1. So this OD1 minus OC1 that is equal to C1D1. Here this is C1D1. This is the difference of these two. And then C1D1 that is equal to C. Here is C. Similarly, the displacement here is x2 minus x1. x2 minus x1. S2 that is here OD2 minus OC2. OD2 minus OC2 that is equal to C2D2. And that C2D2 is equal to ED. Here is ED. So what we are getting here? The velocity of the object that is x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. x2 minus x1 that is ED here, or here is CE. ED divided by C, this is ED and this is CE. Here is an angle in this triangle. This is perpendicular and this is base. ये बराबर होता है बच्चों टेंजेंट, तो टेंजेंट ऑफ अल्फा फॉर्मूला होता है टेंजेंट ऑफ थीटा इज इक्वल टू परपेंडिकुलर अपॉन बेस. This is called slope of position time graph. This is called slope of position time graph here. So what is the result came out here? The velocity of an object in uniform motion is equal to the slope of the position time graph. That is equal to the slope of the position time graph. Hence, we can say the importance of this position time graph of uniform motion, that with the help of this we can find out the velocity, or we can say slope of the position time graph gives us the velocity. That is very important. Now in continuation of this, I am taking here a velocity time graph in uniform motion, and with the help of this graph, what is the physical quantity that we can find out? Let us see here. As you can see, according to our article, consider an object that is moving with a uniform velocity v along a straight line. Along a straight line, say OX. And if I draw a graph here, Here say it is x-axis, it is y-axis, this is our origin. Here it is the velocity and here it is the time. Velocity not change. Suppose here it is the graph in between velocity and time. Say this is the point O, here is a point A, here is a point B. Take a two points here, this and this. Say this point is C, here is C1, here is D and here is D1. Now, then with the help of this graph, what we can find out? Let the object be moving towards the right of the origin here. That is the position and time measurements. We are going in this manner, we can say velocity is positive. So velocity time graph of the object is a straight line. That is, to draw this graph first. So what we can find out with the help of this graph? Velocity time graph of a moving object help us to calculate the displacement of the object. Displacement of the object. How it is, let us see. In a given time interval, C and T with the 2 points in this velocity time graph corresponding to the instant of time is T1 and T2, we can say. Or here the velocity OA is V. Here the velocity is V. So OA is equal to CC1 is equal to DD1. CC1 is equal to DD1 is equal to V. Similarly, OC1 is equal to T1 and OD1 is equal to T2. Here. So displacement of the object in this time interval T2 minus T1, that is velocity into time interval. So I can find out displacement would be, displacement is equal to velocity into time interval. Uniform velocity, even we can say velocity into time interval. This is the formula for displacement. Uniform velocity, that is V along AB, into time interval T2 minus T1. A. V, that is CC1 into OD1 minus OC1. OD1 minus OC1. So CC1 into C1D1. CC1 into C1D1. What is that? CC1 into C1D1. Length into breadth. What is that? Area of this rectangle. So what we are getting here, it means that the displacement of an object in this time interval T2 minus T1 is numerically equal to the area under the velocity time graph. Area under the velocity time graph between the instant of time T1 and T2 gives us the displacement. Is that clear? So again I am repeating, area under the velocity time graph gives us displacement of the object. Okay? Write down.